These moments remind us what true friendship really means. When someone you care about faces the unimaginable, you discover just how deep that bond runs. Eric Dane, the beloved Grey's Anatomy star who charmed millions as McSteamy, recently revealed his ALS diagnosis to the world.
I will never forget those 3 letters. It's on me the second I wake up.
And the response from his former castmates has been nothing short of extraordinary. In April 2025, Eric Dane made the heartbreaking announcement that would change everything. At 52 years old, after 9 months of medical appointments, visiting 2 hand specialists and 2 neurologists.
I went and saw a hand specialist who sent me to another hand specialist. I went and saw a neurologist, and the neurologist sent me to another neurologist.
He received 3 letters that would redefine his entire existence. ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a devastating neurodegenerative disease that attacks nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. Eric told People magazine in that initial gut-wrenching statement, "I have been diagnosed with ALS. I'm grateful to have my loving family by my side as we navigate this next chapter." But behind those composed words was a man grappling with an unthinkable reality. He later confided to Diane Sawyer, "I wake up every day and I'm immediately reminded that this is happening. It's not a dream." For someone who built a 30-year acting career, appearing in more than 140 episodes of Grey's Anatomy from 2006 to 2012, this diagnosis represented more than just a health crisis. It threatened to strip away everything that had defined his professional life. The progression has been swift and merciless. Just months after going public with his diagnosis, Eric had already lost function of his right arm. "My left side is functioning, my right side has completely stopped working," he shared, his voice carrying the weight of this new reality. But here's the thing about this entire story. It's not just about Eric's battle with ALS. It's about what happened when the news reached his Grey's Anatomy family. The bonds forged on that Seattle Grey's hospital set, it turns out, were far deeper than anyone realized. Ellen Pompeo, who spent 6 seasons working alongside Eric as Meredith Grey opposite his Mark Sloan, has maintained a friendship with him that extends far beyond their on-screen chemistry. Their connection has been documented over the years. From his appearance on her podcast, Tell Me with Ellen Pompeo, in October 2021, where they reminisced about everything from Euphoria to that time they went to Paris to their sweet reunion for sushi in Los Angeles in December 2022, where photographers captured them sharing a warm hug. These weren't just publicity meetups or obligatory industry encounters. These were genuine moments between 2 people who had created something real during their time together. When you watch the footage of their reunion, there's an ease between them, a comfortable familiarity that speaks to years of shared experiences and mutual respect. And when the devastating news of Eric's diagnosis reached Ellen, that friendship was put to the ultimate test. The Grey's Anatomy family rallied around their former castmate in a way that defies the typical Hollywood narrative of superficial relationships and forgotten connections. Patrick Dempsey, Derek McSteamy, Shepard himself didn't mince words when asked about his former colleague's situation. "I think he's been incredibly courageous in the face of this horrible disease," Dempsey said, his voice filled with genuine emotion. "He's such a wonderful human being. He has such a great sense of humor and he's so intelligent. I have always enjoyed working and being around Eric. The pain in Dempsey's words was palpable as he added that the situation is heartbreaking and impossible not to empathize with. But Dempsey didn't just offer words of support. He took action. He revealed that he had tried to bring Eric onto his new TV show, Memory of a Killer. Unfortunately, the progression of his disease made it virtually impossible, Dempsey explained, the frustration evident in his voice. Yet he remained hopeful, noting that Eric was still working, making his debut on another medical drama, Brilliant Minds, playing what one description called Bronx Jen's favorite silver fox. The support from the Grace cast continued to pour in, each response revealing something different about their relationships with Eric. Kate Walsh, who played Addison Montgomery, spoke with raw honesty about the impact of his diagnosis. It's so heartbreaking. He's such a beautiful person and such an incredible man, and I've had other friends that have battled with this disease, and it's just horrific, she told Variety, her words carrying the weight of someone who has witnessed ALS's devastating effects before. James Pickens Jr., the steady patriarch of the show, as Richard Webber, shared memories that painted a picture of Eric beyond the cameras. Eric and I shared some really fun times together on the show. Pickens told the Associated Press, "He's a heck of a gentleman and a great father. Our prayers go out to him and we embrace him as much as we can."
Reached out to him via text to tell him that, we're praying for him and that he's not alone in this battle. He got back with me and he'll call me Pick. He said, "Pick, I love you."
The emphasis on Eric as a father was particularly poignant given what we know about his personal struggle with the prospect of leaving his daughters too soon. Chandra Wilson, the heart of Grey's Anatomy as Miranda Bailey, captured the essence of why this support system exists when she said, "The main thing that people talk about around here is that sense of family. We're going to be that no matter what."
We all did a reach out. We are the pillows and comforters for, our show community.
These weren't empty words. They represented a commitment that transcends professional obligations.
Bless his heart and for having that grace to be able to let people into his journey.
For Eric himself, this diagnosis carries a particularly cruel irony. Having lost his own father to suicide when he was just 7 years old, he now faces the possibility of leaving his own daughters, Billy Beatrice, 15, and Georgia Geraldine, 13, while they're still young. "I'm angry because, my father was taken from me when I was young," he admitted to Diane Sawyer.
7 years old.
7 years old. Yeah.
You could always sense that mystery.
And now there's a very good chance I'm going to be taken from my girls while they're very young. The weight of this parallel isn't lost on anyone who knows his story. Eric has spent his entire adult life building something his father couldn't: stability, success, a loving family. The thought of that being cut short by circumstances beyond his control adds another layer of tragedy to an already heartbreaking situation. His relationship with his wife, actress Rebecca Gayheart, has also taken on new dimensions in the face of this crisis. Though they had separated and she had filed for divorce in 2018, something shifted in March 2025 when she withdrew the divorce filing. "I talk to her every day," Eric revealed. "We have managed to become better friends and better parents, and she's probably my biggest champion and my most stalwart supporter, and I lean on her."
I call Rebecca. I talk to her every day.
There's something profoundly moving about the idea that a life-threatening diagnosis could bring a family back together, could strip away whatever differences had driven them apart and reveal what truly matters. Rebecca has become, in Eric's words, his biggest champion, standing by him as he faces an uncertain future. The medical reality of Eric's situation is stark and unforgiving. ALS is often called Lou Gehrig's disease, after the famous baseball player who died from it in 1941. It's a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, gradually robbing patients of their ability to move, speak, swallow, and eventually breathe. There is no cure, and the average life expectancy after diagnosis is typically 2 to 5 years. Eric's progression has been particularly aggressive. In just a few months since going public, he's already worried about losing function in his left hand as well. I feel like maybe a few more months and I won't have my left hand functioning either, he told Sawyer, adding that he's also concerned about the loss of his legs. For someone whose career has been built on physical presence and the ability to embody different characters, these changes represent not just personal challenges but professional ones as well. Yet despite these overwhelming challenges, Eric continues to work. His appearance in Brilliant Minds in 2025 showed a determination to keep creating, to keep contributing for as long as his body will allow. There is something both inspiring and heartbreaking about watching someone refuse to let a terminal diagnosis define the end of their story. The broader Grey's Anatomy family's response to Eric's diagnosis also reveals something important about the show itself and the culture that was created during those early seasons. This wasn't just a workplace for these actors. It was a place where genuine relationships were formed, where people who started as colleagues became family. Looking at the timeline of support, from Pickens speaking out in May 2025, just a month after Eric's announcement, to Dempsey and Walsh giving updates as recently as January 2026, it's clear that this isn't a story with a quick resolution. This is an ongoing situation where friends are showing up month after month, offering whatever support they can provide. The fact that Dempsey was still texting with Eric as of January 2026, still trying to find ways to include him in projects, speaks to a friendship that refuses to be diminished by circumstance. When Dempsey says, "I spoke to him a few weeks ago, I've been texting with him," there's a casualness to it that suggests this isn't occasional check-ins out of obligation. These are regular communications between friends. What makes this story particularly compelling is how it contrasts with typical Hollywood narratives. We're used to hearing about industry relationships that are all surface, about people who work together intensely and then drift apart once the cameras stop rolling. But Eric Dayne's diagnosis has revealed something different. A network of relationships that have not only endured but have deepened when tested by real crisis. The entertainment industry can be notoriously fickle, with friendships often contingent on career trajectories and mutual benefit. But watching how the Grey's Anatomy cast has rallied around Eric reveals something more authentic. Something that speaks to the power of shared experience and genuine human connection. As Eric continues his battle with ALS, still working when possible, still fighting to spend time with his daughters, still leaning on the support of friends like Ellen, Patrick, Kate, James, and Chandra, his story becomes about more than just one man's struggle with a terrible disease. It becomes a testament to the bonds that can form between people who create something meaningful together. and how those bonds can provide strength when everything else feels uncertain. "I'll never forget those 3 letters," Eric said about his diagnosis, but what he'll also never forget is discovering that when those 3 letters threatened to define his future, he wasn't facing them alone. Sometimes the most powerful response to life's cruelest moments isn't found in medicine or miracles. It's found in the simple act of friends showing up, staying present, and refusing to let distance or circumstances diminish what they've built together. In a world that often feels disconnected and superficial, Eric Dane's story and the response from his Grey's Anatomy family offers something different. Proof that genuine relationships can endure, that professional bonds can become personal ones, and that sometimes the family you choose can be just as powerful as the one you're born into.